Camara from the United States of America. It dedicated this song to one of the biggest organizations in the world. We had.
Yeah, made a crack on the mix.
91 big boy Pekin.
H never tap see the ball.
Daily base
091.
Yellow flag TVs.
Hallelujah.
Come on.
We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promoting nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they part tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they part no tribalism.
This now we had. Duck and now we land. So la we all and fine. This now we had. Duck and now we land. So la we all and fine. Who know they back kapu kapu? We had no mixed bag bamu bamua. We know they back kapu kapu. We had no mixed bag bamu bamua. Go tell the brother sister them say we had don't come over.
We are now we are.
Tell them for we, tell them for me say we had don't come over.
We are now we are. We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promoting nation. They know they mix our politics. They know they part tribalism. They know they mix our politics. Yeah. They know they part no tribalism.
Big respect to the one who will make we are team up strong one. Especially to you, by Bure Kablai from the north. And to you, Shenge Pierre from the south. And me Amina, happy birthday in advance to you, by Bure Kablai from the north. You celebrate your birthday January. Happy birthday in advance to you, Shenge Pierre from the south. You celebrate your birthday December. This organization, the 3 years, December 2022. We dey tell who members them all over the world, thank you. Yeah.
We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promoting nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they part tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they part no tribalism. Let me tell you, wait till we are gonna do for me. They no change life inside the world country. Number one, they the people. They build houses for the affected members for the flooding. Number two, they the pay school fees. But you find the way them people them evil as a low disaster. The people them, we are don't come for everybody in this country. They know they for politics, neither tribalism. We are the organization. We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. We are the organization. Don't come for promoting nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they mix my politics. They know they part tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they part no tribalism.
God will music.
We are Voice of the Poor. This song come up from Madam Sidratu Aminata Kamara from the United States of America. It dedicated this song to one of the biggest organizations in the world. We had.
Yeah, made a crack on the mix.
91 big boy Pekin.
H never tap see the ball.
Daily base
091.
Yellow flag TVs.
Hallelujah.
Come on.
We are the organization. Don't come for every nation.
party, they for can't talk but things where they happen. Now we on sweet chats alone, I know we own. Whoa, we left for do them bad things them. We the feel a most alone, I know we own. Whoa, we had. If we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just want to make we had go before. If we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just want to make we had go before. Fambule munakusha again and Cabo inside this one big family house where we all come together and decide for call we yada. Well, of course, we family members that we always tell you say how they go. Now so we they take with time for bring them to now. Yeah. Well, we people it don't happen again, it don't happen. Well, sometimes they do some things them na a country where you feel say people are not there where they watch you. Or one day where if you see them for talk because they not talk quick, you go feel say you don't win them. But they say who laugh last, laugh the best. Today, me Fambulem, we get a very big fish in the basket where we and una they can pick. Well, of course, some of you glad in your corner where you dey. Well, the one that we don't want them, someone twist in face because they don't expect this particular fish where we dey come for can pick today. Hello.
Hey, I don't mix against it. I don't know. I know it happened. I don't know. I know it cause that. Now you so.
Me.
Now you.
Hey God. Now me change that color. Ah yeah. Can you start for guess now? Yeah, do. Okay, now the worst.
Yeah, with the camera juice there.
This song come up from Madam Sidratu Aminata Kamara from the United States of America. It dedicated this song to one of the biggest organizations in the world, WEARD.
Yeah, made a crack on the mix.
91 big boy pecan.
Daily days.
091.
Yellow flag TVs.
Hallelujah.
Come on.
We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promote the nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they pass tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they pass no tribalism.
This now we hard. Don't can now we land. So la we all and fine. This now we hard. Don't can now we land. So la we all and fine. Who know they back kapu. We had no mix bag bamu. We know they back kapu. We had no mix bag bamu. Go tell the brother sister them say we had don't come over.
We are now we are.
Tell them for me say we had don't come over.
We are now we are. We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promote the nation. They know they mix our politics. They know they pass tribalism. They know they mix our politics. Yeah. They know they pass no tribalism.
Big respect to the one who will make WEARD team up strong one. especially to you, my Bure Kablai from the north, and to you, Shenge Pierre from the south. And me Amina, happy birthday in advance to you, my Bure Kablai from the north. You celebrate your birthday January. Happy birthday in advance to you, Shenge Pierre from the south. You celebrate your birthday December. This organization, the 3 years, December 2022. We tell who members them all over the world, thank you. Yeah.
Well, of course, we don't come again. We don't come again. As I been tell you now.
We want to say sorry for that break they will get. And of course, we'll continue.
Well, as I been tell you now, say we get one big fish where we and una can pick na the basket. Same way so. Naso government. Same way so. Naso ECOWAS. Don't question.
All right, inside the program today, the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, them Parliament, will meet up inside Nigeria. Well, they don't question the ECSL and the government of Salon for say whether they were able to present or able to give the people of Sierra Leone credible election come 2023. Well, they are same way so question the August 10 incident. You can hear waiting the Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament where happened for B, the former leader of government business in the House of Sierra Leone Parliament and strong SLPP member. When they come inside, then the good one. Interestingly, me will just listen and pack them together. When I listen to the Speaker of ECOWAS Parliament, where they put things them together, me believe well. Because, you know, I just feel pity that we get this kind of mortal man, we're very much dishonest. But I don't go mind. This not the reason why I make Marabio not get my touching woman to the best of her ability. When it comes to that, they just not inside the program.
Well, of course, we family members, they will not forget say the challenge is still there on us. Now, in December, we all don't enter and so. Look at the screen, let you know, waiting you don't do. But you know, enough. We want you for do more. We want you for continue for share this particular program and call family members them where they around you so themselves they come and join me. As we talk, we want 100,000 K. Now we did 62,127. When I really don't try, but then we push, because we want for clock 100,000 K. So please continue for share the program.
As all this the be, the All People's Congress ITGC, well, don't meet with the UN ECOWAS body for discuss about the election 2023. This and plenty other things and different inside the program. This net, my name na Pierre, the freedom fighter from the southeast.
And me na by Bure Kablai from the north, the biggest warrior with the sharpest cutlass.
Well, we as well get another challenge. We're not for reach $5,000 from now as we talk to the 28th. We want for tell plenty thank you. So the one them we actually don't begin come inside and give you the your lily and nothing. Well, we don't get some amount, but we still get far away for go for raise $5,000.
Well, that's not part of your own birthday gift to we own side. I mean, my brother by Shembe Pierre, we na December, we are channel na December, and by Bure we na January. We tell you say we been take all of them while we make them one birthday. We'll call 3-in-1.
Trio.
3-in-1 trio. So the only thing where you they do for we one of the gifts what we don't ask you for. Now for bring family members them ask una dip and do am right now. So now the cake, the birthday cake I mean, a dear. So we'll find out in a 5,000 for the cake. So we want for una buy them for we, and just like waiting we tell una, una buy for we the cake, we they decide how we for shape that cake day.
In other words, the money we raise for between me and you now for gift, but it left to we now for decide on what thing we actually want for do. Whether we want for help some people them, whether we want for bless other people them. You know, we got a lot of people them we actually need and pass we, but we're not able to decide yet waiting for do. But we want for let you be very clear. We're not they get at this money for anybody. We they get around for Bible Sembepie, Weird, and the team. Period.
Well, now we move inside the baskets.
Before we move inside the basket, something the way caught me eye. And it's very important because you can't be part of the system and then you not trust the system. I see this Kenyan, the young president, waiting he come and tell me. So because of the one, they let me listen to a quick one. Not just short video. It make a whole lot of sense and that speaks volume. We'll come back just now.
My own kids go to the government system. If I cannot trust my children with the system that I am presiding over, why should anybody else do?
Interesting. It's simple. Very short one. In young picking them, they go na the government school. If him we get a system, not trust the system, who that again for trust the system? Let me ask a question. Who school we caretaker be in picking they go? American International.
London International.
No, not so fun. That American school na IMAT or so.
Oh,
now there
my
they go.
goodness.
Usai, the Minister of Education in Peking they go. Now international. A government school. The craze.
Private.
The craze.
Well, we decided for play this video for make you watch and judge the free quality education whether why the Shinkawi with.
Now just big time shinka. They say that we trust the system. The system gets
But
quality.
they not even trust. Begin half percent for trust their own system.
And then you go here and they tell we say if they're able for afford for let them picking go to that school if they're not for go there. This na leader by example. When they say leader, now this they call leader. But we don't know Ghana politician them. You see from the very first time when they make this man president, interestingly, the policeman when he promotes, now policeman will be not punish him. Where he be for say the time when in the opposition, now the policeman this way they put him in charge for they lock him. When he come, he use one word say, this particular man been there under instruction. And not the reflect back because I want the system for be nice. He puts things them in place where for make the country unify. Not to think where for put nerve between young people them. And then this is very simple. You know go get me no go get for example. Me say hey, I don't cook sweet one no. I don't cook sweet one. Then you say okay when he eat, he say look I'm eat no. Then you say you know it. No, I mean I not eat. I go eat in the street. How you cook now? Why you not for eat you eat? Now in the system where we get inside the country right now.
Well, all of this with the open press say we blind big fool leaders them able copy. Thank God.
We not get leaders. We get politicians.
Okay, we politicians.
And
them.
politicians then are liar them.
Now that one they only not hide. But we hope say then they copy from some of their kind people there because if now white man they go talk but say hey, na white man can't see everything they this that. Now come black man so. But he ready for create a change. He ready for transform in country and in people them. You see the example? He on picking them. Then they go na the government school. It gets all what it takes for send the America, England, you name there. Or for putting in any expensive private school. But he say no, people need for land from me, then for land from me, then for copy from me. If you didn't have any office, you not labor, you see the boss man not sit down, in kind of the field, it work. And nothing say you yourself. They get the mind for sit down, you know work. Because that night all communication to you. You see the boss man they work. You are the employee. You know, case for sit down, you know work. So we hope say that we wicked politicians they will get. Especially now we will continue in our salon. May they will learn from this man. We move.
Well, we yard don't really turn cartel. If they not catch drugs today for where come inside we yard from Guinea, then go catch na Liberia. If not to Liberia, then go catch na Ivory Coast. If not to them na Gambia. If not to them na Senegal. All we yard don't like transit point. Interestingly, on the 30th of November, another big time, cocaine. Now they catch again. Listen this one. Where come out courtesy of Reuters. Now they actually report this. Listen waiting Reuters they report for we. They say one Brazilian vessels where they carry more than 4.6 tons of cocaine worth over 150 million euros. When a 157 $0.4 million then catch them. Yeah, last week that on the 30th. The way the French Navy and the US and then the they do that kind of patrol, joint patrol, then catch them na the Sierra Leone water, the international, the Sierra Leone water, Then catch them there, Then say them the French Navy and off the coast, off the coast, basically, now just inside the business.
Yeah.
Why all them now we had more scalp and then bad things there. If Kush not talk some boy picking power, other things then will come. Every other day, drugs. Why? For saying that cartel people and then they will be.
Well, when you get leaders them way be don't enroll on bad things, them bad business, the way they give them money, and they can get opportunity for rule a country, definitely not so the country get for look like.
So interesting, look around the way we catch now. Europol, yeah, where now the European police, now then chase this particular thing, capture and baloko. Why for Ghana we WhatsApp at?
That's why they think we don't get person we for the ask them questions there when it comes to drugs and other things them. We get to the one way for be the second gentleman when I Jules the Jallo. Now in we for the ask some of them questions they are.
But why Jules de?
Because that's the business so the man we don't used to before you can get power. So if you get power, definitely you get for promote the business.
So bad that.
Salome Kataya.
You get bad that for me, Uncle.
Just they run beyond the dollar. Sierra Leone. Yeah. Then why I don't use to this kind of money? They don't care how they can destroy the lives of youths. Now, the kush begin. Now then jump up at the white powder. Then they eat government money. It not do. But no wonder on a campaign time they reach. Let the business boom. So they will get money for campaign people there.
Yeah, they get for spend power with the youth. Nothing like they tell this way can spend power with the youth man there. Youth man have to do things. Hey.
Youths they want for work. They knock out work. They knock out kush and white powder.
The youths them want for kush. If Pampas not there, I say we go do drama. Now kush, sleep and walk, cabo.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, we family members them. We just pass we idea at least make una self benefits. Una no say una polymorph to get. Any say we pass. We must count that una say benefits. But now this now they go on the country from Pampas, kush now na white powder. They wanna ask for Julie about wetin they go on.
You know sabi the whole name. Ask me. Takoko Grandmaster. Ask me. That is Z.
That is the palm.
The craze.
Tramadol.
The craze.
Name them for me, man.
Because the first one we give it, and the light one, the amphora. Now come on, now begin go to Pampas water no be guy too. Now okay, of course the Jamba don't live with me forever. Now come on, now begin go the small one them. The Valium 5. They take boku Valium 5. Drink am. We sleep there. 9 drama ka inside. 9 kush ka inside. 9 Pampas ka inside. 9 Daisy ka inside.
Pampas not in a system.
Oh, that's him. Pampas don't can do you. You know see that thing na the tell we angry be team.
God.
But now the kush don't make we know they eat. No, someone take the kush. Na zombie. Anyway, we can go to the bigger issue of the day, but for now, let's just take this short break. We come back just now.
I just wanna get this feeling.
January 1, 2023, from 12 o'clock sun time to 4 o'clock afternoon time, Lantern go meet Carnival. That na inside the Afro-Caribbean Festival, we go be na Freetown for just 200 new Leon no more. And save, you go get one polo and one wristband where you go wear go the program for make the organizer them go agree for make you take part in the program. Can join the Lantern Parade from Radisson Blue Hotel and Bubble BN Ebenezer Calendar in Lantern to go reach Jigibonta Car Park with Caribbean stranger them. We get for come from all over the world. Then self they come with Dion style inside the carnival. Where for take part na $80 when a 1,400 new Leon. And for that, then go give you drink and snack for make you charm and chill as you the bubble they go. Come see costume, all kind colorful costume. And now so we not go left and give you jumbo stranger them. We self get costume them. Costume them like featherback costume where you can wear with your polo or be the top. You can wear yourself with short trousers, boxer or other thing them. We get the typical Caribbean featherback and headpiece. And save, if you want for add some African flavor, we get Ankara top them where you can same way so use as costume. We get face jewel when a then shine decoration where people can put na them face na them Caribbean festival. So Priscilla's hats and accessories now one-stop shop for all your costume for the Afro-Caribbean Lantern Meet Carnival. Forget your own costume now for go na Priscilla's hats and accessories na UN Drive off Wilkinson Road or call them na 078-681-471. And for your own Afro-Caribbean Festival Lantern Meet Carnival ticket, call Eminence Africa na 030-200-555 or go na the office na 114 Pademba Road, Freetown. Not forget yourself your costume for make we go show them Caribbean them. Say we self can do am. Now forget to Priscilla's hats and accessories na UN Drive off Wilkinson Road, Freetown or call them na 078-681-471.
Well, of course, we family members them this now we had waiting for promote anything we concern Mama Saloon. I mean, if you want to do your business, contact sister admin, and then una they make find one way it will fit your pocket. So we they do we work where we supposed to do for promote your business. This now your channel. Come and do business with we.
We as well no want you to forget say we bave we they try for raise 5,000 we want for use for beyond idea whatever we want for do it but if you want for support we can always like for do surprise we not want for name this thing yet but we want for let come to you as a surprise but we put unto you say this money they giving us for we say for let we enjoy we life we don't tell the work for now 3 years $5,000 now we just want simple. So whatever you get, please don't forget watch in the description box the ZELLE and the CASHAPP number there where you can just catch up with or you can do up to PayPal we na Samma Koma SAMMA and then you put on Koma na PayPal or you can as well do MoneyGram to Amina Bangura where you can send them to the United States. Yes, you can send them to the United States for now, so everything will be on a one footing where we will come and report back to you. So we go now. We can go now inside the business. Good one. Well, we find out say yesterday to today one of the most important video we surface na the social media get for do with the ECOWAS Parliament. So first of all, let me not waste any more time. Let me go straight and watch how it been like inside the ECOWAS Parliament as there be so much concern about the kind situation where the country they right now as they feel say it's a map waiting and call time bomb. Well, they as well question the election process, they as well question the August 10 and the way how people then their rights to protest and different other national issues them. Let me go and after that we can listen to the Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament. But for now, let's listen to the parliamentarians them for the ECOWAS Parliament. Come on, just now.
Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone report is beautiful. But we also hear, it's stated here that there's a major dispute as to representation and how the election will be done. It's obvious. If you speak with one Sierra Leone delegate or two, they will tell you that the political situation they are going towards the election is unstable. There's no need for we to hide anything from each other here. If we in Nigeria discover that there will be no free or fair election, of course we say it out. Because if we say it out, and ECOWAS intervenes, it's helping us. But if we know that there's something that could create problem in the country, and then we come here and sit down and say there's nothing, and something happens, we have lost two countries. So,
a situation where police are entering parliament to make sure that there is a decorum in parliament means that that country political situation is not stable.
After the August 10 incident, I think that statement need to be rethink and maybe restated, because we know just a few weeks ago there was a situation at the parliament where parliament member had to fight, and like my colleague said, security personnel had to come in. I'm sure we don't want to consider that kind of situation as saying that security situation is stable.
I think there's a grave situation, and this parliament must send a fact-finding mission to Sierra Leone to investigate this major violation. It's not the first time, it's not the second time, it's the third time. The second issue in Sierra Leone is that less than a year to election, Sierra Leone is still trying to change the electoral law. They're still trying to change the election law to work in the favor of the ruling establishment. I think it's quite alarming, and maybe the Sierra Leone delegation need to speak to this again.
On the issue of the election law, the head of delegation was no mention this. That 1 year to the election, you are trying to change the election law. It's not just the law; it's changing the system, where the law obviously affects the system. Now the system is trying to bring into place a proportional representation. But Chair, for the short of my political life, proportional representation is done where there are no defined electoral boundaries. And the law of the delegation of Sierra Leone can bear me out of this. If whatever their law say, I will be willing to listen to them. How do you want to move to a proportional representation when there are clearly defined political boundaries, when there are clearly established political constituencies, but yet you want to move to proportional representation as though there are no laws and order? The last time I remember there was proportional representation in Sierra Leone was when the war had just ended. There were no system, there were no laws. I think they did that. Similar thing happened in Liberia, but after recovery now, after all these years, how come you want to move to proportional representation when there are clearly defined political constituencies?
All right, we people na you don't see so. This na come from the ECOWAS courts, as ECOWAS Parliament, sorry, as una don't they see this video, they go round. But we always tell you, say, you they see video, they go round. But you know they able know waiting at the meaning. And maybe you know they able for analyze and for make other person understand. Now it make we for you for can do one today. But we they play back this video for make you listen carefully before we can rub mouth inside this particular video.
So in other words, what we do, like we can do step by step for analyze them as they make the presentation. We take one issue at a time. So let me start again for begin listening to them. We'll start with the first gentleman.
Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone report is beautiful. But we also hear, it's stated here that there's a major dispute as to representation and how the election will be done. It's obvious. If you speak with one Sierra Leone delegate or two, they will tell you that the political situation they are going towards the election is unstable. There's no need for we to hide anything from each other here. If we in Nigeria discover that there will be no free or fair election, of course we say it out. Because if we say it out, and ECOWAS intervenes, it's helping us.
Very interesting. This system for hide. You know, the government, you know, interestingly, this man, they try for tell me something where we not they pay attention pan. From when this government come, they spend a lot of money on PR. A lot of money in the international media for make them go able for paint that kind of picture where very, very in their own way will look good. When not like rotten and punky. When the outside you see like it good, when you put your hand inside, rotten, nothing other the way where you going for manage at all. Now in the system now. So now they don't even faint power system. Then they tell we now say no need no day for the hide the system say a good, which of course a rotten. No need no day for tell we say this direction we did a nice, which of course a rotten. Now that's exactly the time for talk. Why then they cover blind the whole thing? Why then they make this thing fine, cover? When you put smoke inside us, you cover and say the time when the smoke will come out fire.
Out fire.
Now that's exactly the time for say. If you notice say something there, let we know, we mediate and then we do something. But una all time when they talk to Sierra Leone delegates, they say everything is okay, the thing is stable. Nothing is stable. And basically they try for put so iso.
May God continue for help we quick. You know, the system where we try for talk about Naya, or the system where they try for talk about. Because if I see now they try for talk about, so man will come back and can't talk in full. It not hide, but one thing where this government forgets for realize, outside the world, may they try it not today, it now. You go sit on a lily and corner, Shembe Pierre. You they do something. You get a confidence, maybe inside the studio, of every TV camera no day. The person, when they able pick you up, so from that you window way open, for make you get small lights inside. You understand? What are they try for talk now, yeah?
You know, one thing for you see them tell we say, we live now waiting and call global village. You think c'est a stupid word down there?
Well,
continue.
What are they try for talk now, yeah? This government, I don't know if they feel say, waiting than they do. Now we no more where they salon, or we not get voice, or people are not there where they watch for we. I don't know if they forget that one day. But the way man away, then they try to manipulate the system. They don't do announce. Look today, who side the talk don't reach. Look today, who that they sit on they analyze. But this system, whether they try for mix up and box up.
And at the same analysis where we can sit down and do, now other people can take so.
Well, we own some people not can take are important.
Because they always don't give you the kind of color where they want for giving.
But when it come up from that kind of people now, what you think?
Then take them very serious.
Because
and now it make them more worried than any other thing.
And they worry you.
They're really worried
this
because
worry
this thing don't really come.
We move. We take them bit by bit.
We continue for listening.
But if we know that there's something that could create problem in the country, and then we come here and sit down and say there's nothing, and something happens, we have lost two countries. So,
you see, if then sit down, then the cover thinks them, then thing come out of hand, like when we say you cover smoke, take come out, it turn to fire, then we don't lost another thing.
Well, I think say as far as they're concerned, now that's you don't see now how they can reach on the points where we be always tell people that I see. Then people that they do things and they come around for let something go shoot up. Then they give you what they talk about state of emergency now. So then they able to gain what they want.
So the question now, the thing will happen now Guinea. They don't want a occurrence of that. They don't want make in kind happen again.
But the people they get work for do, even they sit there, they're sitting there, what they do. Then they burn them time. Other thing that they where they for talk about.
Then the left sit down, for example, the Guinea president change constitution, change other things, then damage people, then send who they want for send go next world. At the end of the day, look who side they end up for day. So they don't see all of this they happen. The kind way how the government don't turn tyrant, dictator, the way how the government don't turn a totalitarian state, where nobody not get voice past who that belong to the system. They don't see all of that in there. That is why you see then they come out with them points here now.
Well, I think say how this government don't they expose so now just continuation. But we move. We get more information inside this video.
a situation where police are entering parliament to make sure that there is a decorum in parliament means that that country political situation is not stable.
You don't hear me? The political situation
it's not stable.
and indeed
It is shake. It's not steady. It's not there under control. It's fragile. It really fragile. Now when they say any side where you now like biscuit, when you try to make a broken. For example, we see who side and say the clerk of parliament and the administrative head decide for become a politician, although it belongs to that party when in a power, but he decide for become a politician by way how he can use in your power when he not even get for other police for do waiting and for do right in the House of Parliament. This is a very big embarrassment to we all as a nation.
well, this particular point where this part hits you, you do understand? We don't tell you na ya the politics system na salon is not stable and is not stable. But you know some of una know that. But just because una the benefit or una feel say na una people they don't get time. This stable where politics not stable na salon na it make beaucoup political prisoners them dead in our country.
Well, interestingly, you come to that political prisoner day because the Speaker of Ecowas Parliament talks on. But in the meantime, let me continue for listening.
We move.
After the August 10 incident, I think that statement need to be rethink and maybe restated, because we know just a few weeks ago there was a situation at the parliament where parliament member had to fight, and like my colleague said, security personnel had to come in. I'm sure we don't want to consider that kind of situation as saying that security situation is stable.
It really not stable. So basically, it talks something about the statement, the need for go back over that statement. You feel say what statement they talk about? And they talk about the statement of the caretaker. Interestingly, when he come and talk, say the people that will be involved in these protests, now that them, not terrorists. How you could call, you know, when we don't see there long ago, they talk say, how you could call you young citizens them, you young people them, you young electorate them, how you could call them terrorists. Then this now waiting any time for say. Interestingly, caretaker be been there Abuja, Nigeria. It been there. So how you could do this? Now this then it's for put to them so now. This what we can tell you and people say, most of the one they really advise this caretaker then get liquid brain. Then if he say we don't know what they talk. Because anybody with sensible mind, when you get solid minds together, in order to advise caretaker for make such kind of statement. Interestingly, anybody, even when they inside this government, when they feel say want for talk something sensible on this August 10, then they call sound and they sideline them. Now, one of the things in this, where like Mike Biwa, for example, when the director of communication, now the office of the president right now, when he challenged the deputy minister of information, set off the promoter for that day because this now waiting they want for hearing from people.
Sheme Pierre, yeah, you.
Well, I know we say they promote and they appoint them and give a big time position. Just for tell the deputy minister say the word way he talk now. If you not get anything better, let shut up.
You church some side, where now the one the way they advise you uncle caretaker bill. Say they get liquid brain. But let me tell you one thing about you uncle. Excuse me now you uncle.
Yeah,
I just want to describe him.
Rudeness to me no more.
No, not a rudeness. I just tell you I be. You know, we people for quite a long time, of course, madman bill, it gets power madness.
In other words, it can be drunk when it gets power.
Shemepia, you uncle, this power madness.
And because you call me uncle, you get for me take 10 minutes.
When I make I make it slowly.
Go ahead.
From NPRC time where you uncle gets power madness up to now, where people them say in a caretaker is still not elite. No, small no more. You know, and because of this power madness, caretaker bio not even know what they do and how it for handle we.
Okay.
And power madness, it gets an ending. Power madness, it ending into disgrace.
So when you say power madness, what do you mean? When you craze power?
It craze. Caretaker bio, you know, all the things the way they do, you know, it really not like what person, it not so like
you don't get power. You
power
don't control. You don't make you craze.
Nothing, absolutely,
So
nothing.
formula understand.
You understand? So this power, from where it tastes, it go. You see where it begin, the madness being catching from
the craze.
They been catching from where it want for can become want for be flag bearer first. Now it begin the craziness 30 days. It's still not because people will feel say when it don't get the power, it heal. But up to now, it not able. It when now the madness don't increase in the system. The craze. Okay.
Now, not to the real person who in the campaign. It's like this like a clone.
The craze. It don't overcome. But let me tell you. Caretaker don't forget say when you dey na power. Things them the way you they do like waiting this man mentioned so but this August 10. You they feel say you they go free because you craze first. You know, even though you know see before you know CBN. But this craziness of power, it get for leading to disgrace, it get for leading to failure, it get for lead you now the egg.
Well, now like the thing is when you craze, you blind, then you cock.
All thing your uncle get.
You craze and blind.
Now in combine, no, I tell you say it get power madness when I craze.
Power craze.
And when power get for left, and most of them tell they be measure so, especially this August 10 and all that thing the way they be now. It get for lead caretaker bio some side where it be say. It get for apple like when motoka pass na dust road.
They left in trees.
Now so they see the dust they fall. Well that dust, people them also where evolve, where it they command, where they work under in command, then get for follow caretaker bio. Now some of them places there where it get for end. We move.
I think there's a grave situation, and this parliament must send a fact-finding mission to Sierra Leone to investigate this major violation. It's not the first time, it's not the second time, it's the third time. The second issue in Sierra Leone is that less than a year to election, Sierra Leone is still trying to change the electoral law. They're still trying to change the election law to work in the favor of the ruling establishment. I think it's quite alarming, and maybe the Sierra Leone delegation need to speak to this again.
So look at this thing. 1 year, less than 1 year to the election, then still they try for change the system. This guy na APC. See? Now they no more for support. Waiting caretaker bio.
Not them.
And then no digi caretaker bio chance for work.
Not them.
And interestingly, the so-called Parliament of Ecowas when they talk so, APC don't work up there, they don't bribe them. Good one. So waiting and they talk about me, uncle. Where we can sit down here, they tell them, that is why I can always tell them, say, listen to critical views them. Not listen to the one where they can pray to you and ask you, say, give me 5 million, I want to buy Okada or motorbike. Give me 20 million. If you not give me 20 million for that buy bike, for that be waka, I not go give you now, I not go able to put you information again. This is not the system. Listen to critical voice. Listen to people when they tell you about your bad part. Now only when you listen to waiting person they tell you say this thing when you do it wrong, this thing when you do so you're not fine. You be no need for do this thing. Now that person then I really like you.
Of course.
But that one where always they listen to you, you do well, sir. Even when you do things them, when they tell you go to your grave, it is say, Papi, you don't try yo.
Moral booster.
Yes, we then begin for you. Madam, yo, how the party work? We glad. That's nonsense. This now waiting to expose you. How on earth you go get some big position then? Just the time when they say you are the best African. Then all of them pile of things there. You know, hey, you work where you do, it will live on for follow you. Now like that ashes where you throw away, if he follow you, elect now 1 dot must meet you. You don't go throw ashes, you go for nothing. No. Ashes must dey by you. For sure, people say you be don't throw away ashes before. Fanamana black you wear. Let them say and they find one by you. Interestingly, the paper where caretaker be get rights are not black. So any ashes where you blow, all they come back and we see and say if you don't blow ashes. Well now the worst one now for let blow per man we wear white. All thing we see. Now we don't begin to see so now. All over.
Madman be you one thing no more way if I know see 99 days for thief man, 1 grade for the master house. You know, all the bad laws them way you uncle they pass, not of us say you don't know what they do, make I not tell you lie. But we always talk about something aya. Shembe Pierre, now me and you sit down so. We dey very close. If you get bad habits, to be honest with you, and now you they advise me, you might give me the wrong advice just for make I join you. What a madman be your uncle in party? The best party will be sitting on power.
Museveni.
What a Museveni?
Of course, now the man down there where catch Bobby Wine, you want wound down for him people there.
But man be forget for no say, waiting you they do it fit you, when me do it, you know they fit me. Life na no more ide. So if even you they give me advice on things the way you they do it fit you, if me wise enough, I get for a reason I'm saying, or I can't test one, it no fit me. Even I not test, I get for no say, shembepe na shembepe, baibure na baibure. All the bad laws them way caretaker build the pass. You know what they do. And it really no say them laws they are get for on time. But me and you not get that kind trousses. That kind jacket for talk and listen. The one they wait for talk, he listen, and he know say
Tin don't come
and come. Now they don't begin talk so now. And then people they are not they just grab. Even though okay, like, international community. Not all people the way just they grab. Then come like say they don't know what is the deeper. Now people the way they investigate issues because one, they know they with you in the country. When some of them things they happen, then they investigate. And we get people the way they present wherefore they bring their issues there to some of them people there. But if them kind of people and they way they present we supposed to come meet them people for give the report where they're supposed to give with evidence, it go hardly for them people to talk. But I think say it don't reach a time where them people don't get a report, the evidence don't come before them face, they don't see them. Now it make when you listen to this particular sitting, now the ECOWAS Parliament, you dey really know say the people have done study, they don't study. Wait till they go on, they be just the wait for the actual report. It meets them just for confirmation. Not of us say they not be know wait till they go on, but then forget the evidence, substantial evidence. Because for you don't have that kind of parliamentary talk, it means a lot. So now they don't get the evidence. Now the reports don't meet them. Now, in the way you find out from the first speaker to the last speaker. Well, let's help people get for can tell you say na APC them. Because all of what they talk, then they talk like when now we all sit down at Mama Salon and they see what's in the happen.
Yeah, but what's in the way they will not see?
Good. They don't get everything.
So, interestingly, I know one for bits gone because we can't listen to the most stupid statements I don't ever hear in my life.
Wait. You want to see the person at Dumbe?
Tululu.
Or na Mumu?
Tululu. Anyway, let me go quick and continue for listening.
On the issue of the election law, the head of delegation was no mentioned this. That 1 year to the election, you are trying to change the election law. It's not just a law; it's changing the system, where the law obviously affects the system. Now the system is trying to bring into place a proportional representation. But for the short of my political life, proportional representation is done where there are no defined electoral boundaries. And the law of the delegation of Sierra Leone can bear me out of this. If whatever their law say, I will be willing to listen to them.
Listen, take notes. It say in your short term where you don't do inside politics, and not ever see they use the PR system where you get a clearly defined boundaries them way from what they call constituencies. And this exists in parliament. They exist under what they call the constituency, waiting where they use the constituency system of representation. Not so the district block. And we get defined constituency in as much as we get additional population according to ECS, according to statistics. When we all know waiting that they up to with regards this midterm census. Why this government pay attention for do midterm census? Then we say now for development. But if you did do development and then you under-calculate you people them, then a development you plan for, or you plan for just your own political ambition. Interesting, then people here know say all of the laws, the bad laws where this government they put, now laws then we go favor them and we go keep them back na power. And that's exactly the try for saying.
Well, I think may you be don't sit down here. We be don't talk about this PR system where it not be even come to the public aid. And the foundation of the PR system now from the by force census where people can impose to we. Now they begin to take the foundation. Because they don't know what they want for can do. People say, continue, not to case, not to fet. They say no. If even una not come out, then Tabia will give them my gonna feel. Then they count the figure where we found for use, forget all who they lead into so today. Now, if I tell you, say, we don't see this PR system is smoke. But we see that will be the talker. Some people not believe. You know, say Salomon, if you not put jege, if you not old tax bill, you not put red lapa, white lapa, for the make like quitting. You put smell water for the give they say on a rob. Where you talk, they not they believe you. They not they ever believe you. But all of this PR system business, now it make you be see that people are the force people them census. Because they want for can impose this kind wahala because this may I call a wahala. But thank God it don't reach to the one that we get long process past me you two. We go see how it will end.
We continue.
How do you want to move to a proportional representation when there are clearly defined political boundaries, when there are clearly established political constituencies, but yet you want to move to proportional representation as though there are no laws and order? The last time I remember there was proportional representation in Sierra Leone was when the war had just ended. There were no system, there were no laws. I think they did that. Similar thing happened in Liberia, but after recovery now, after all these years, how come you want to move to proportional representation when there are clearly defined political constituencies?
Most of the people that were born safe right now, we don't do for votes right now, they're not celebrating a PR. Interestingly, now the tenant that will be together is one zone 1, is one zone 2, is 2 zone 3, central 1, central. Now the PR system that one day, where they be actually the use. Not to be in constituency. Now just after that one day, like this man rightly say, they introduced that one day because even some parts them now the country, they not be able for all election day. But at that particular time, there be need for all election. So with or without, then constituency they for all elections. So the only thing where they be need for do then day now for introduce the PR system when they in don't go with. Now that's how they begin here it was East 1 zone 1, Central 2, West 3. It's something like them thing and day. Now them thing and day. But just as we get a proper, we get peace all over the country. We able for register people and then we go back to what they call the political constituency, the constituency system. But oh yeah, now I know say this government not glad that we dey in a very peaceful condition. They want follow go back to the days of them PR days where they say na zone 1. this parliamentarian and he cover this one whole district. Goodness.
Shemepe, how you think say the power go happy for make we be in peace? Where the people that necessarily not get peace. Not see whether they can't talk so. They necessarily not get peace. So they're not ever happy. No way. No way. Whether why they want for me and you enjoy peace. What you now they see now the face. Not when they say you. Thank God Fatima we don't they tell you now. You know? But exactly all the discussion will go on at the ECOWAS Parliament show. I not see not they not bend themselves. I just like the discussion, just like we had. I come in raw one, now so then discuss them in raw one. Straight. But they will come back and defend you.
Now they go come back.
Listen.
I beg, Lord, do am back the same way how we do this, the other speakers them, yeah? This, now, CD Tunis, okay? Him, now the husband, so the former Minister of Foreign Affairs, where na Nabila Tunis. Him, now the husband to the Minister of Western Region. Interestingly, them sack him as Foreign Affairs Minister just because of the role where this particular person they can play in video for you. So they play inside the SLPP. Mother be scared, and then he creates another ministry for this woman because the way how they sack this woman, a man not being glad in. This man, where we can bring to you so, now being the leader of government business, just like where you get Matthew Numeri right now, when I in the defend the government in all the things them when you go na parliament, and I in the present government business na parliament. This man now the Speaker of the Ecowas Parliament, but still they represent Sierra Leone, where we can call we are. If that be the case, let me listen and listen keenly to what it is say. Will it stop him at some point? Well and chell waiting
nyaka.
He actually they say. Because this guy, he look like big man at the face.
But inside that area they shine.
He look like one
popo
teenager. Let me go and listen to the camera just now.
Presidential and legislative elections, the National Electoral Commission or the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone.
Let's tell you something first before we continue. This man not the stomach normally. In normal life, as Tunis, and not the stomach. Take note of that one day. Yeah? Let me listen.
Have not been able, in fact, they declare that they will not be able to go back to do those, to give quotas and divide the country into constituencies based on the current population quota. The last census was in 2015. Madam Speaker, honorable members. Now we had a new census in December 2021, which simply means that there are no constituencies, and as such, the President deemed it fit, in consultation with the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, to declare for a proportional representation system of elections.
Hold on. He said we not get no constituency right now.
My goodness.
So the member of parliament then, na parliament, what thing that they represent?
Na zone.
We go stop forget constituency
when
my this
God.
Parliament done.
What a shame.
And the parliament they end, in life they end, I think in June, in April. I stand to be corrected. If we not get constituencies, how we member of parliament them, they represent them people. This that the Speaker of Ecowas Parliament, where they lie, very big liar, right na the House of Parliament, na Ecowas.
You know, I laugh. It's not a disgrace, not only to the SLPP, but to the whole country. You know, Shemepe, I don't understand. The man, he talk stupidly with confidence. He forgets they talk to the one wall.
With confidence. I tell you, say, let you take note, say, it is stomach, and it not used for stomach.
Stupidly. You they talk, somebody who go represent the country. Don't forget about SLPP now. Somebody who they represent the country, green, white, and blue. Now, in the damage we show with disgrace. Instead say no what they talk say, you not get team for talk. Like when they say that just talk, but let's try. For letting us say as you like Dumbe.
So why you the vex party into where of course you don't make any blunder it?
We move.
We already have it here in our constitution. It's not a new law. Honorable members have to understand that. Thank you very much. I guess the Liberian delegation will now understand that in fact there are no constituencies as it is right now.
So this word now on like we not get constituency as it now. We all know say the law not a new law. In fact, the Ibanetam, since we go back to the constituency system of parliament, now the Ibanetam, they make the PR system sleep because we not be get any reason for use the PR system. And as long as we get peace, the Electoral Commission supposed to do their work very, very well for make they use the constituency system of election for this particular parliament where they get to right now. But Tunis, when a member of parliament, they tell me now say, we don't get constituency there right now, where they exist. Before we continue, we get with challenge, we still go on. 2 challenge.
Anyway, with Fambulem, we get a challenge of we 100,000 K. We want for NAC Insiders December. As we talk right now, we did 62,128. And also the challenge of we own 3-in-1 birthday. 3-in-1 birthday. Okay, we just want to refresh the system. Right now we get 62,143. We're not try. We're not really try, but we're not do more because we did fast small for clock. The 100,000 K. And also, we birthday, the 3-in-1 birthday. Of course, that's where I just say soon. Now, one of the gifts will be asked for. But right now, we want to buy a birthday cake where maybe we will share them with people again where we go say, we decide. That means if we decide.
So
but the birthday cake
normally,
ain't just there for we.
It left to the celebrants then for decide waiting the one for do.
Now
so
we decide.
Just the present you need.
Now we decide.
When they get $5,000, baby, we don't begin get some people and we don't donate already. Yeah, one for tell them plenty, thank you. I think we they go now steadily. So please, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please, and you don't join me, please consider for subscribe now. And for you where to watch, we get 636 where you watch me right now on YouTube with only 186. Please consider for like the program as well. And on Facebook, we get 404 people where you watch me right now with 265 reactions. Please consider for increase like button for we, and at the same time not forget because we want the dashi and the dashiba wait for come inside.
All right, we just want for say plenty thank you to Yusuf for the $20 where you don't give it. Thank you, God bless you. We move.
We continue and then we continue for listening to Tunis.
Fulumu.
That is one. Number 2, as a matter of fact, Madam Speaker, honorable members, it was through the same law that I entered Parliament the first time in 2002. The first time I entered Parliament was through a district block system proportional representation in 2002. So it is in our laws.
Now the thing is we just the talk so. No, but in fact, it just to make himself like small boy to that honorable member where just to make his point.
Who that ask this man say this particular PR system not in our law?
It just want for make him point relevant and interesting. The person where he try for talk to now know about the laws and he even tell him say and not say the time where they be used and the last time where they use them now the time where the country been just come up at war and now they talk about so nothing not different from waiting that man they talk. We move.
We fly.
Thank you. Now, Sierra Leone. You know, any country going into elections, whether it is a first world country or it is in a third world country,
Fully safe.
there must be some tensions because of politics. Because people are fighting for power. They are fighting for power. I'm not the security man like Honorable Zago. But I can tell you that Sierra Leone, the kind of political tolerance that we have in Sierra Leone, trust me, we don't have it in most countries.
You sure?
But I would not say anywhere else. Sierra Leone is the only country, as I speak to you, Madam Speaker and honorable members, we do not have any political detainees. None. Zero.
Interestingly, let's tell you something. The truth is, for now, we're not going to hear you of any. But let's tell you how they do one. Then they intimidate people. That is to say, then they arrest you, put you for 1, 2, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, they left you back. Let them not consider the record say you did it. But every minute and hour, when we sleep and wake, then they arrest people them when are politicians them. Every day. In fact, Femi, in already now, say, I heard the other day, they talk say, in passport 10 out they get them. In fact, in already, because they no say get for go back. Politicians them, then they arrest politicians every other day. But technically, this government know what they do. They no say if they put them there for long term, then go count them. So then they hold them and release them. Then they hold them passports them. So technically, physically they not get, but technically they get political prisoners them. Because for you, anybody in passport where government sees, it means say you na prisoner. Femi Claudius and Cole, now working prisoner. He dey outside, but a prisoner. Tell me if Femi able for left the country.
Na magic.
Tell me if he able for move.
Na magic.
Because they arrest him.
Na magic.
If one Akisoya as we talk, tell me if he able for move.
Na magic.
Them they arrest them. They already arrest them with them passport them, not physically.
You know, when somebody they talk lie, when somebody they disappoint himself, when somebody they deceive himself, when somebody they even undermine himself, and when somebody they even pull himself in power, it is sweet for you. You know, I still the base like what I be say. I not care the party where this big fool go represent. I not care that, I not care. What me care about and concern of is about the green, white, and blue. I still come there. Because this particular man, now a old disgrace to Mama Salon, because you all send and they want to caretaker bio. Everybody knows say caretaker bio. In a disgrace to the nation before this time. And so he surround himself with big fool them, just like what they talk. Say the one where they advise caretaker bio. The liquid aid. Not be say even the one where they appoint and advisors them. Mainly they advise caretaker bio. Now some of them big fool there.
In fact, some of them one they not get aid.
I'm telling you.
And then throats na inside.
Some of them big fool there. See, don't they eat free money, they swell by yourself. Look where they disgrace. The whole world they watch you. You know, the one way they talk to them, they watch you and they laugh.
Because they know it then they talk.
God, Salon. The caretaker they disgrace we. The caretaker and woman they disgrace we. But who not say they disgrace we? Hey, Salon. May God direct we. We move.
There's no way we'll be in a country where politics is so bad and you still don't have any political detainees. No way.
Remember, I don't tell you about how then they get the political detainees, eh? By them traveling, document them. By them document them. We move.
We all know that. We are all politicians. We know that very well. But we don't have it in Sierra Leone. The problem we have in Sierra Leone is not inter-party politics. It is the intra-party politics. The problem is that the main opposition party is in a very serious problem. They are in and out of court every day. They are fighting each other every day. And government has nothing absolutely to do with that. I can assure you. Have nothing absolutely to do with that. Honorable Senator Snow and Honorable Clarence Massacoy, they know very well what I'm talking about, Madam Speaker. They know. The main opposition party is a very serious situation, even for us in ECOWAS. I have had meetings as Speaker of Ecowas Parliament with key players in the opposition, just so that I will be able to bring peace in that political party. That is the major problem we have in Sierra Leone.
Wait. You know, this particular statement of this man, they talk, you know, IFIBA, you remember where they go pull this other big full nonsense now, we killed on pull, call him by the chairman? Prince Adin. You remember where they go pull him? Whose statement we make?
So basically, what did they try for say? They try for say the political instability where the parliamentarians, the ECOWAS, they try for talk about, not to like how they see them. As far as waiting them in the sea, na intra, where it's about intra, basically, na internal party problem. Na no more they make the noise. Not to like for say, na SLPP and the fight against APC, or APC the fight against SLPP. Where we know say, things they happen behind the scene. Physically, yes, not to SLPP and APC war, but technically, na them the finger and fidget the whole business. And that they basically they try for talk about. But you know, when you try for downplay certain things, then it just kick back at your face.
But me, I don't even feel say that's much more concern in this case.
Yes, it do, because when you talk about the political instability, of course it counts. The main opposition, you know, for the problem inside the main opposition, now chaos for the one whole country. So yes, it counts.
Government or the opposition parties. Then we come to August 10 and
this one very important. And please, like where they can say, please lend me your ears. I am here to bury Caesar. Please, when I listen to this, this one very crucial. And now here I get interest. Now here I get passion. Now here I get madness, craze on waiting they can talk so. We move.
Madam Speaker, honorable members, our Constitution provides for people to air their views, for people to demonstrate peacefully. They have the right.
Interesting. We get the right for protest peacefully. We move.
But when you have a situation wherein the demonstrators have guns, wherein the demonstrators have machetes, that is no longer a peaceful demonstration. That can only cause for the intervention of the security forces.
You know, sometimes in day, we can look, say, waiting, big sister don't sabi do something.
Yeah.
Very sorry for distraction.
Wait. You don't go back.
Hey, boy, now you know where you go. Ide, big sister don't sabi do something. If I let person go, now we are then come back. Anyway, let me go. Interesting. This man, I been feel say the word where caretaker bio and in cabal been talk, it don't come to an end. I been feel say them people here get sign of remorse. When they come and lie to the world, I feel say then they come back and apologize. Not knowing that they lies, then they still bank on them. That green, that's what they call them.
Yeah.
Of Nigeria. Now been the picture that one day we then take the papi show with protester we all gone. Lord God and angel, physically, we not see any protester we all cutlass. But all the video that we then show. ECOWAS Parliament, guys, when I listen to this thing. BBC show protesters. CNN show protesters. Al Jazeera show protesters. France 24 show protesters. Deutsche Welle show protesters. And all African News show protesters. None of them not show any protester with gun or with cutlass. None. But these people, their social media stupidities them take something where them put the country by embarrassment. That particular thing, we turn we country to a laughing stock. We make nearly all of the Nigerian bloggers them, or the vloggers them, they do video, they laugh with police. They do video, they laugh with country, say, person that green, we don't die from 1992, na Nigeria, musician, when they shoot in music with a gun in back, then say it don't appear, including Paparan, if not so they call him. Parara. Eh?
Of course.
Parara mock news. He says come and laugh with caretaker, laugh with police. But yet still, the Speaker of the Ecowas Parliament still they take that full talkery. No, one day, they're not showing. Interestingly, when they say police die, we see video of them.
Clear.
Now Wellington, we be there live.
Clear.
When they tell we say, this woman, una wacho, them people them, na the police oh, they permit them, we see ya, it happen. Nobody know able for balance that day. But, no policeman no day. We go out of bullet shots, gunshots, none. Yes, they mob them. Yes, it happened. So, nobody amongst the one day we come on, not ever all gone. No day, one day the government not ever able for point to we things of that nature. But we, when it comes to the citizens, they're all we go next one. Then go with bullets and the body them. They're all. The Al Jazeera, the CNN, the BBC, you call, begin for name. When we talk, we don't talk because we want for talk. We talk with evidence. All of the international media houses there show we evidence of police brutality, of government where they turn back by the people them. What do you go show we? Whose policeman they will go into gun? None. That is why they rush for go back them. None. Then you sit down there confidently. They tremble by your voice, they lie. Too bad, man.
Saluna country. Are the people that this who they dance for? Are the people that this who they cause for? Now the people them this what we they choke for. You know, the problem with politicians they who get, most of them they see them they go church, and they go mosques, but they don't even afraid God. This now the reason we tell people them say, this issue of swear them people are with Bible and Quran, we need for change out. We go bring bomb swear for them. Them Babala swear them. Now they will need for bring to them people for the swear. Because they not value the Quran again, they not value the Bible again, then they all are then swear, say, hey, wait till they can't do so, for say they can't do he swear. But wait, they can't do the worst, and they can see them go back. Other one can't do the same thing. But you they lie, bro.
We had a situation on August 10 where
I don't know. My brother will move.
Okay.
We had a situation on August 10 where because it is a right of the citizens to demonstrate, government allowed people to demonstrate on that fateful day. And what happened?
Stop. Yeah, what you say? Government allow people for demonstrate. When it be for say the government of all, say who does them bonfire make come on a do. We still on a year they do live coverage. The reason we make one of the media platform, media outlets, then social media outlets vex per week because we work inside the young material, we analyze the young video, then vex, then put we say we use them things that we for stop. Because we don't get any problem. We use you something and analyze what you talk back. If you talk to no need for vex. We work inside SLBC, the video. Usai Daniel Mosire, they tell we say they not see people to then to line a lot of water cannon and sojaman policeman OSD with guns all over the town. And then the social media platform then wire they tell we say anybody with them burn fine, let come on do. They allow them. They call the thing faceless. They say because na faceless, nobody not for common do. They not give permission to nobody. How waiting this demand they talk? Then come out with press release. Then come out with word of notice. Then come out with lots of police radio, television discussion. Telling the people say they not permit nobody for comot. If you don't tell the people say you not permit person for comot, how on earth you give them policeman for secure them? Tunis.
You know,
that is stupid.
When big full goats they talk. Painful. Before even they would have first come out and give it threats in the marks.
Of course.
Not to the police. We're supposed to can't deal with the protesters them.
Not to me, I know they talk about police. I they talk about SLBC Daniel Mosire. Where then an Eastern police say, well, the one that we been saying they come out, we will not see that as a journalist. You responsibility not to tell we say the one that we be say we will not see them to we will wait for see them. Not to your responsibility. No, simple. Tell we say this is the situation right now. The place look quiet. We not but for say the one that we be saying they come out, they not come out to look we wait for see them. Who's one are you on day? You see Daniel Mosire, in name not will ever escape this particular issue at the talk from when say Olam. In name not will ever escape him. You know why? You remember the journalist of Rwanda? That journalist of Rwanda will come and call people them cockroach. Daniel Mosire in name no will ever come out from the August 10 protest. And the August 10 where how people they lost their life.
No, but Daniel Mosire be know exactly what he did and he be there the mission where the government
Mosire na the other person this, the same person where go na Pademba Road.
Okay.
After when that thing happened.
Okay.
They take the sides of the government rather than reporting as a journalist right in the house of Pademba Road after the April 29th.
For a reason.
Because
Daniel
Mosire
recognition for let them see him.
But interestingly, as the first journalist down there, we go get for pay for the work where they do.
Definitely it pay.
For the first time, that's alone. Because no way not the way you go rule Daniel Mosire out of waiting the happen in Rwanda.
No, but if August 10 case they go any side, Daniel, he gets something for answer. You understand? He gets something for answer. This man don't they lie. We see the police come. They call muster parade. They threaten Sierra Leoneans them. Say anybody will come up for protest now with a buyaka.
Then this of all not see that one day.
No, you don't get for Siam.
Yeah, because
nobody when a SLPP don't get for see that one day.
In fact, them papi show with all of the one day on the social media. Tell we say how they ready for protest. Now so then self ready.
All of them lies there now in don't lead to them people here to be a failure government. Now it make them fail. Because then they see white, then they call them black. Then they see black, then they call them blue. They know they even serve their own conscience. Don't forget for serve we the people. I don't know when they don't talk their lies here, whether they sit down within their family. How the wire can feel. Or what you think say they cheat you picking. You the papa, you talk big full and lie like this. You begin watching a screen. What's the picking the land?
So before big ask yourself question, you get picking.
Arrest me case.
We move.
When they realized that, in fact, the police officers that were escorted there from one street to the other were not armed, they were all attacked and killed.
You understand? The policeman them, after we BO give them, go ahead say, una come out, una protest, nobody no get problem with una. In fact, BO give them policeman, when the people they notice say, them policeman here, when they secure them, they work out with them, they not get gone. Then the people then say, una wicked. Now the people then are the first turn by the policeman then. Now they wire butcher them. They send them go.
You God not they forgive you.
Where it be for say, we they alive. They do coverage with somebody who we not ever sabi before. They use in phone, they show we waiting they happen. The people we are out there protesting, madam must go. Then the police come up from the Kalbato
Now they can't provoke situation.
start for fire tear gas.
Now them.
Just 1 hour and a half after they begin fire tear gas and live gunshot, we hear the issue of the policeman. Yes, but this Natunis, the Speaker of African Parliament, Ecowas Parliament, now a disgrace to that parliament. This speaker, just like how we own speaker self, now other one. Now so this speaker a disgrace to the Ecowas
Now the way man how they can go na them places there. Me that Shekabunu born naked speaker, no give for talk about himself. Because he no get no credibility in life. I don't know that they not just left and behind.
All right, move.
We fly.
Now listen to the last part of this Farai.
In broad daylight, 6 police officers were killed.
What about the civilians, sir? They don't get life.
Where has that ever happened in this region? 6 police officers who were there to protect the demonstrators because government felt these were peaceful demonstrators. It was only after the killing of those police officers, the security officers and other people began to see demonstrators with guns and machetes. And we call that peaceful.
So 10 hours we dey talk so, apart from that green are the only protester wey been dey inside Sierra Leone. The Nigerian artist na be the only protester wey been dey inside Sierra Leone wey hold gun AK-47. Na the only protester. Apart from that green.
He grab na grave.
He can't protest inside salon with gun. Na the only protester. Apart from that, who saw that protester wey dem show we?
How about stupid? The biggest say Allah. He say, hey, uncle, he pass smack by them. In a more serious note, Paupa them stupid. Paupa, wait till the land. Okay, we know they can cost now. Upon when they hear the video, when they play, they hear the voice, you they see the picture. You they see when this man they open in what they talk. You still a cost. Wait till they cost for. Wait till they argue for. Unami talk. Na Sebepe talk. Because Sebepe say for sit on there, I mean, don't talk stupid talk like they were an overpam. Because na a disgrace to me. Either me they talk nonsense talk like this, he allow me. Na a disgrace to him. Una from caretaker, be take God on. God they punish you na this world. Everybody they see. How una they punish people, they enlighten people themselves. Now so God gave for punish you now. We they see back, we say they laugh una.
But now we see those say God will short to us. If it's not a joke.
What's at least mortal man than this for goodness sake? Una no go sit down on a set una mouth. Caretaker be come where they can lie. Misinformation minister come where they can lie. JJ Blood come where they can lie. Ebo! Shekabunu India na for do dubious game them and pass bad laws them. Never mind know the picking go record in nakedness. So man, some of them guys wanna listen a big man, a big fool them. They're not responsible. And you the big fool supporter, you didn't listen to that thing there, not to audio they play or video. You dey come and argue senselessly. We don't argue, go begin the tip for itself you no get. But still they argue. You still the cause. Then they use you like tools. So if you the cause, you don't know what the cause for self. You dey go chook, you don't know what you chook for. Because I know they sorry for yourself. Let anything happen. You go see whether they book there and they picking them. You left by the same sufferness. Or let government change. Let you suicide and find yourself.
Now that 10-15 million where they give them. Let them give them 10-15 million.
You don't see the other auntie the way they dance for 20 million for go buy bike.
Then the big thing, in fact, they vex all before they manage
it can painful way they associate yourself with big fools them. Most of them big fools here, they make all they work out to other nationalities them. You say in Sierra Leone and they look you one kind of way we will not understand because of them stupid fools they are. They were. Ye Dominion, ye. Fatima Bio, thank you.
Presidential and legislative elections, the National Electoral
assemble them. This night program we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Don't forget for joining in the morning, 9 a.m. salon time for the program Cool Rest. Okay. So now we can it don't reach time for let we hear what you yourself think about all of the issues today, yeah, where we actually don't bring come to you today. This a program we are on YouTube and on Facebook, but still we get a challenge where we want for each 100,000 subscribers for Meetup December ending. Yes, as part of we birthday gift. And the other gift again, now for make sure say we get $5,000 where we actually they raise. $5,000 where we they raise for Meetup the 20th. From now to the 20th, we they raise $5,000 where now you for helping for each Sunday as part of we gift. Anyway, this type program we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Please, you may not like it. On Facebook, we get 722 when you watch. Please like the program for we and share them. And then on Facebook, we get 433 when you watch with 343 reactions. Thank you very much, and please do not continue for add onto that. And you will don't send for we super sticker, super chat. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. You will don't send for we stars. Thank you very much. Don't forget for drop the stars on Facebook. Thank you, Daddy. They help we for grow again. And we want the 5,000. We don't get some amount, but we want the 5,000 because we want for block some things to now when a very big news to now. So please support we with whatever you get. Now we ZELLE or CASHAPP. Sister me the help with them. Now the description, now the comment section, both YouTube and Facebook. But in the meantime, check with description. It already did it. And if you want to do any MoneyGram or real transfer, do it to United States and send it to Amina Bangura, and then the information snap up and send up for winner. Yeah. Thank you very much. Me birthday na the 24th. The channel in birthday na the 20th. The producer for Colres na the 21st. And then Bible in yo na the 6th of January. So please, you see, a lot of things there. And for you when they celebrate your birthday any other day inside this month, we want for wish you happy birthday in advance. We go.
We move. Well, of course, you don't reach a time where we dey give una time for make una self can call. But no say you get 1 minute 30 seconds only. Hello, caller. You name and where you dey call it from?
Yes, they call from Dubai.
All right. You're welcome on the show. You get 1 minute 30 seconds. Waiting I take.
Yeah. Yes, I'm glad you for call today because long time I try for call and
Sorry about that. The line can always choke.
Yes, I know. I can understand. What you need to see is then can see Maggie one parable and see women they drown. I like na trade. You go lam.
Yeah.
So you go see that go save them. Okay. You see Tunis personally, Tunis na man one personally just like Uti PSC na man only the stomach. But if you see the man they talk, but
go ahead, you live.
If you see the volume of your set so you won't really disturb yourself.
Okay. If you see the man the stomach way they talk, that tell you see the what the man they talk, not to throw the talk. Okay, now just the same, just like what is MBPSC. I mean, if you say they then go carry back the statement to them, they don't talk see the people them not terrorists them. But as you can see, then still they follow up. Then I talk about the parliamentary and the way they talk in that parliament, that sittings day. Man, one thing what you observe, every of them way they talk, not the same thing then they talk. Then they carry they talk this, then they carry they talk this, not the same line and at the same format of what happening in the talk. So that tells you see now people are well orientated of what they happen at the country, then get a clue and then get an evidence to the extent of exactly what's in the happen at the country. So that clear the picture clear till you see them and then they go and then they go by God in power. So man only like that.
Thank you, brother man. God bless you. All right, this now we are the way they bring you issues of Mama Salon, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Call now and take part in the program as you get 1 minute 30 seconds. Tell me what you think about all this Lilo where Tunis they talk now the ECOWAS Parliament. Shamelessly, it's on the lie and it disgrace the country because we not care about the party way it will represent, but we care about the country. Hello.
My Bure.
Kablai.
Tiari, how are you? How do you do?
Thank God, how yourself?
Okay, thank you. You welcome. Sangapie.
Sir.
Bua. Bise, can you win now?
How you do?
I demand you need damage no more. But wait here. Sangapie, I ask you one question because this is family we go associate with. Then she stick down broke, eh?
Tell me back. Na my family. I not get option. I not me pick am.
See the higher penny. See the lie. Oh, this man here.
Why look at the jam it?
No. Then they disgrace the international world. To go, then they disgrace me. See the higher pennies. Yeah, and I named Dandy.
Okay.
Because it's a lie, it's overlap. It's a lie past mark. You know, arrest me because you already know speak for talk. And go and disgrace the country left and right.
God bless you. Oh my goodness. Hello, Kola. Your name and who side you call me from?
Yeah. I call from Godrich Freetown, Sierra Leone.
All right, you're welcome on the show. You get 1 minute 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to give a brief background. Like waiting the happy right now in our country, you know, strange. The SLPP when they come to power, they miss first targets. The first target is una try to please the people, but then come into war. But if you look at the polity of the country, I don't see if there was anything where they call for revenge, where SLP for don't come, where they for don't put this country as at this particular situation we're in. Both the two political parties, they're all two involved in making this country how we see it today. First, SLPP, if they for don't come instantly, they focus, bring changes to the people, and believe you me, the problem what they face right now for re-election, they're not for don't face them. Now the SLPP don't know, the administration don't really know for say they are going to lose the election massively. So they get for do anything way possible for let them retain power. And the opposition the opposition back again then gets their own people then back again when they inside with the fight within for make sure for say President Bio go in second time despite the fact for saying for lose the elections and he's going to lose the elections. If they for don't put their house in order, then put them in order, they forget about the opposition. They forget about waiting, they distract them, they focus on making things happen for the states. Believe you me, President Bio, the pressure we get right now for letting power, for don't get that pressure day. And now the international committee, now make we see Tunis, the all the Guyana, they go Tunis not even they represent Salon to be precise. Let me tell you now. Right. They represent the SLPC. It's representing the SLPP there. So for anything where they do now for protect the interests of the SLPP. So now a machine where they put there. If you go to the history of even that parliament day, now honorable Majubak, now for don't the one at the opposition.
Right, I hope you get enough time to discuss. But as we talk now, your time done. Thank you. God bless you.
Gina. Okay. Gina, na YouTube. If you dare threaten anybody, they see this channel again. I think we don't give you a lot of things.
Hold on.
For let you able to enjoy the conversation, make your point, and everybody can challenge you if they feel say they need for challenge you on issues. But if you dare threaten anybody now, with any of you threats where you bring come, they see this channel again. Please be respectful and respect yourself. I rest my case.
Hello, caller. Your name and who side you call me from?
Hello.
Mr. Kamara, as always, you're welcome.
Yeah, this man on a scam because I look
Mr. Kamara, you low.
You dey come low, Mr. Kamara.
You wanna get me now?
Yeah, we get you.
Better.
Okay, I say I listen to this man. You trying to say the man they lie. Look when he talks, the government allow people to go demonstrate. Even when he talk, they will never complete the statement. That protects this man. Now a blatant and arrogant liar. I saw you way people that they call and say Muhammad. They don't blaspheme and profane the name of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You say you are Muslim, they pray. You know, the Indian members say there will be a time when you go for face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who they will judge you. Because you talk things the way they for make problem for kind of the country. They talk things because you know one for them, you don't lost your job, and make it talk for defend the position. Because you know say madam will go pull another position, and make it talk for talk live them. You know, it's very sad. Look, all the people they talk. All the people they talk so now different personalities from different countries. They look like they are them very of faith. See the man talk and say the last day when you he exactly mentioned in 2002 and a Liberian person, I wouldn't neighbor them.
All right.
But they're fully of and conversant to we occurrence and development of the country.
Okay.
So for this man is going live before the parliament. You know, say I just don't send for myself one tweet where Abukabu said where I think the UN and ECOWAS they just got me to the APC for them to lead them on the current situation of the country. They're on a page right now.
All right.
So I don't want to take my time. I just want to stop that.
Thank you, my brother. Hello, caller. You name and who side you calling from?
Mina Alusana, I call from United States.
All right. You welcome on the show. You get 1 minute 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay. As others then they talk. This we representative, parliamentary representative, you know, it just they bring shame to the country. You see, because how the world is so now, nothing not the way they do, way people know they know. You know, because social media, you know, no sooner is something happen than don't spread them. You see, so all the speakers them we then talk now that have a particular program, the UDCC, then they really know what waiting they happen as alone. So they may just watch the Tunis where it just they make fun of himself because now so many look at how Ingo talk say the government not involved by APC wrangling with the happen right now. We be to say Samura Kamara, we not involved by any kind of case when a potential candidate for APC. Una gap, una go put case panel. We at the end of the day, look waiting the court they say they not get any case against the man. Is that not the government interfere into the opposition or let them mix up them in a way you know then go they not organize the election camp. It's so unfortunate not to so you go come for rule a country. It come with a very clear picture where people been buy say a new direction. Why you not follow this new direction now? You know. It come with all kind of lie, and we no go accept lie again in that country. Anybody with the kind that make us go find for the country. If you don't work fine, we go put some here. You guys.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, call and take part in the program as we pick few more calls for wrap up the program for today edition. Hello, caller. Your name and who side you calling from?
This is not from London.
All right, you're welcome on the show. You get 1 minute 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, but when I get any message, but waiting checking about history at this parliament, who side that man sit on the lie? Checking about no did it? It's okay.
No, this not a Salon Parliament, an ECOWAS Parliament.
So we checking about no did it?
Yes, I think he been travel. I don't know if he been sit on the anyway.
And because as I should say, other member of the opposition must they whether man they sit on the lie by himself because not to Salon people they lie.
Well, interestingly, I'm glad the way how it happened. Now other people them now then challenge them on the issues.
Yeah, but this then guy them pass mark una don't like them, una don't like them, una don't get power, una they kill the people and back, una they lie on them. Una they lie on them. The 6 policemen them. The policeman they would say they shoot with gunshot. Who that shoot them? Who that shoot them? Show anybody we all gone for that protest day. Yeah, but don't want no more Cherry Coco be there. That's no one make a call for us. Anyway, una thank you.
Thank you very much.
Then they expose themselves every day. They expose themselves every day.
All right. All right, we take 3 more calls for wrap up the program for today. Call and take part in the program as we there for talk about the word we come out today na the ECOWAS Parliament. Call and join we na the program because we want to know waiting you self think. 3 more calls for wrap up the program for today edition. We run at the 3 lucky callers them. Make them come inside now because I don't even feel say today will get bonus. 3 more calls.
While we wait for the bonus call, let me get this message quick and they come back just now.
Just wanna drink and party all day.
This December, all routes lead to Freetown for the first ever Afro-Caribbean Festival. On the 28th of December, our international guests will arrive at Lunga International Airport. Please look for the bright colored line. On December 29, we will take you on a tour around the city to touristic sites. Later, from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m., join us in our Ankara pool parties. On the 30th of December, from 12 p.m. till 5 p.m. Get that sparkling ocean clean white for our beach all-white party at Decode Bar. Join us in our pajama jam starting at 7 p.m. till midnight. 31st of December will be time for some sand and sunbathing in our Juve on the beach at Kalon Kapak from 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. Experience New Year's Eve in Freetown like never before in our New Year's Eve concert at Radisson Blu from 10 p.m. till dawn. On New Year's Day, Carnival will meet Lantern Parade from Radisson Blu all the way to Freetown Golf Club and back to Radisson Blu with a portrait of the legendary musician Ebenezer Kalenda, and that's from 12 p.m. till 6 p.m. because at 7 p.m. on New Year's Day, all roads will lead to Radisson Blu for the Africa Ball, for mixing the Sierra Leone culture with Caribbean culture to get a powerful cocktail of all-night entertainment. January 2nd, 2023 will be time for our guests to leave. So, grab your tickets now for the Afro-Caribbean Festival in Freetown from Eminence Africa Office 114 Pademba Road, Freetown, or call customer care on 030-200-555.
I turn up the fed till it's an over.
Oh yes, plenty organization don't come and go, but this one come for stay because in M, not the heartbeat of God, for help the poor and needy. It's the Sidra Women's Organization.
Sidra's Women Organization. They come for help with the poor and Sidra's Women Organization.
The Sidra Women's Organization will be launched officially on Saturday, the 7th of January 2023. This historic event go on for inside McKinneyton, right now the SLTU Hall. The time now 10 o'clock now morning. As the main aim of this organization now for help the poor and needy, the Sidra Women's Organization good luck for extend invitation to all Soriat organizations, especially other sister women's organization for can witness this colorful ceremony. I say we McKinney fumble them. Let we not forget the date again. Now Saturday, January 7, 2023, 10 o'clock in the morning, and the place now the Great SLTU Hall, McKinney Town. This organization is sponsored by a daughter of the swell based in the United States of America, Madam Sidratu Aminata Kamara. The Sidra Women's Organization helping the poor and needy is our passion. Is our passion.
They come for do their best to the poor, east, west, south, the east, and the north. Afuma me no supported, kare mara afuma money. Afuma me no supported, kare mara.
All right, welcome back. We just take this short break for make some couple. We go back now the phone line as we get 3 more calls. No more now for make we go. Hello, caller. You name and where they call you from?
Yes, brother. Good evening. How are you doing?
Thank God. How are you?
Morning, afternoon. Yes, God bless you all.
Amen.
Yeah. I will respond to you. I can understand who said they go. But
come again?
But that was, yeah. I will respond to you by Google.
Okay.
You understand? Yes, concerning that word to use. Say then people where they swear in. Then they use other way for swear in more the Bible. Yes, but I believe say now the disgrace and the disgrace. So the Bible and the Quran is very powerful. And the disgrace and the disgrace so right now because of the Quran and the Bible. So you see, a mother view, God be don't push her. The same way the kind of power, God be don't push her. Say, okay, go sit on suffer. Now, because if he wants power, he wants any disgrace, and then God face and come back. So you see, so if I reach outside, I'll stop. Okay, now take care and stay blessed.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. I like the angle where you self come out.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, 2 more calls for wrap up the program. Let me come on the phone line because we get another message for now. Just 2. Oh, we lost this caller. He come back. 2 more calls for make we drop the phone line and bring una we own self message because it look like some people don't want to take this message seriously. So, but will they come? 2 more calls in 2 minutes. In fact, okay, you don't come back. Hello, caller. You name and you say they call me from.
Yes, we are. How are you, Pa?
Thank God. How you, Seth?
Thank God. Now the first time this way they call now, but I just want to tell you and say, brah, the people that they don't feel we, brah, you know.
How you go say they don't feel we?
Yeah, they don't feel we. They don't feel we. See the man, the way go. See when the man goes to go like power, we big time, brah. This really, even when we watch the program, then they say, but you know, Miguel Fresh just off the television. They say they are big man, they don't off this television because they like the kind of they give Thomas where they talk. You know, black man, I take I just want to tell you that see them man they don't feel weak. But tomorrow we call by the grace of God. This man are like man, yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
No vex. We know we don't know say you know we don't tell una say when you get host, the leader of the host in don't bend. Only one the way they under na Benito.
In Alex Satan, that Satan when they make so.
Na them.
Once the A don't bend, it don't know.
Everything don't go. Anyway, 1 more call. Single one.
0 1.
That na the lucky caller. We call on the last lucky caller. Would I go with this lucky caller? Because I just 1 more call. But you know actually for explain. Hello, caller. You name and who side you call me from?
Yeah, this is Abdul call from United States.
All right, Abdul, welcome now your platform. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
We had in all other independent pressure group for be happy for the job where they may not do. They don't they try all along for put this thing out there and finally the thing on the cage. So this will be a lesson to politicians in Sierra Leone. One thing about the truth, you go suppress them, you go hide them, you go delay them, but you not go ever kill them. So that's why I get to be very, very careful for the day we do go clean pan them. So that I'm my advice to them. Thank you, bye.
All right, thank you too. All right, we fumble them. Now so we take with time. This you don't enter. This bonus. You don't enter. Hello, caller, you name and who side you call me from?
Hello, now they get me?
Okay, reduce the volume of yourself to get negative feedback, please.
Okay, hold on. Now they get me now?
Hello?
Yeah, now they get me?
You there live. You get 1 minute 30 seconds. You name and who side you call me from?
I call from now, the yard.
All right, go ahead.
Me na Mother View. President View.
Go ahead and talk, Mother View.
Yes. But na Bible na enforce the whole accountable for because I enforce tax there with money for tax system that country.
Hey God.
So I need the corruption starts.
Hey God. You bring me inside the back?
I need the corruption starts. Yes, I need it starts. But what I will do, the suggestion is I will find a proper history, also the right history that country. Right, all the bad leader in history, they will begin to teach you them from the class 1. Say to secondary school.
For no repeat their leadership skills and in that country. It go better for people. You know, no begin teach you history in the country now. So that's my own contribution, Annie.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
We give them boom, bam bam.
He come back, it's guys.
I just pull it from America inside.
He come back. You get look like loco, I swear. If you don't, I know it's $80. I dey cut you, I know it's today.
I mean, give me the most before some back camera.
Today, big go.
Oh, now you're the most. Okay. Hello. Dolan.
But the first 30 that's too big.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Today greet you.
Not to that too. I feel bad. I know they in good mood. I know they. The way this CD to Magum life away, make her feel bad.
Make you enjoy. I know the last caller big.
No, what? This guy now feel bad.
Two people are not giving his best today.
Like seriously. Waiting. They allow protesters them for go protest. Then give protesters them, securities them, for escort them, for guide them, 6 policemen them,
and then
kill them,
protesters and turn
and they don't get. Yes, they go for go protect protesters. Then they don't get they don't arm, they don't get gun. Then because when protesters then see them, they don't get gun. They go kill them. Not all body civilians they will die. They don't get lives. Anyway, I feel bad. I feel bad.
Oh, yeah.
Feel bad.
Oh.
I go as because itself in court last on dull. It don't dull these days. Don't really dull these days.
The machinery they use for sharp and I don't boil.
Don't dull these days. I see they enjoy with maybe Darlene.
Yes. Then a last scholar.
Why take over the program? I must get the program. Let it take over. Yeah. Anyways, as I said, I know they in good mood. What is man lie? I know gladly for talking.
Bye bye. Go sleep.
My regards to sweetest.
Go sleep. Bye bye.
Yeah, good night.
All right, Fambolem now. So we did take time for left the phone line for now, but we get message for Una. No call again. We don't close the phone line. We don't pick no call again.
But because of Dande, if we hurt you,
we sorry. We no mean bad, we just want to make we had go before. If we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, we just want to make we had go before. Well, we done with the government in you now, so we take with time for put them down today as we don't tell you what happen. We don't can talk on top of what it talk. Well, we don't can broken for you for make yourself understand. Now we dey jump proper one to the challenge and waiting bring the challenge. Of course, from the time we bring on this challenge, we really see the love with family members, them they splash power, then they rub power. We don't lead we to this number what they see at the screen right now in 62,152. But it's not still enough as we be request for make una able help we reach 100,000 So you work. Is for share the program more. Call Uda you get for call where they around you more for bring them now this family house. But what it bring you this challenge? we been tell you say this December we me and you this so. Now we get the birthday. We bring you this challenge. We na the 3-in-1 birthday. Me brother Naya, Siembe Pierre, in Badena December. This family house where me and you sit down and call we had. In birthday also na this December. Where this house the clock 3 years. And me Babure Kablai. Me young birthday. Na January 6. So what we do, all of them that did the year, we decide for bring them together for make them one birthday. What we ask you, one of you present is for bring family members. But now we give a challenge, say, me brother, and this family house, we want $5,000 just for we birthday. If we sit here, they make them for other people them. If we really appreciate the job what we they do, from where we begin this work to now, we ask you for this present, $5,000. Well, the money what we ask you for now for we. But when this money reach we get a news where they can break to you. We don't tell you, say we ask you for can give Mr. A or Mr. B, but we they decide waiting we they do with this particular money. But for making no go wrong information, we say the present. When at the $5,000, now for me, by Bure, Siembe Pierre, we are the family house, manager and sister admin. But as this money don't come inside again, we always sit down and decide how.
Yo, that is it.
But wait, no.
No, yo, that is it.
The team?
No.
Yeah, God. You know, for every money, that's not the problem. The people have this, me brother, I'm not tired.
You now, you own family, now you own you the talk. Anyway. Let me go quick one and see. We been get money. We be doing the kind of Mohammed Bantama, $50, and you get Agibi $200, and then you get Uncle DJ Man. $35. Hold on. No. We get Daniel, $35. We get Christiana Amara, give me $100. And then you get Uncle DJ Man, give me $50. And then you get let me see, quick, let me see, you rolling. Okay, let me see. You get Mr. Kamara, give me $100. Yes, so far, now the money and this way, sister admin don't receive.
So I know you pounds it, I know you euro it. Number of dollar, wait you go, number of dollar. For say, the one that we love you the most, number of dollar there.
No, interestingly, Sansan fights. Not to watch.
By tactics. I know what European they can do.
Yes, you know what the Brits can do.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
What everything can do. So we still they open up for raise this money. Today don't be the 8th. So we already they try for see what they happen. You know, because we get few more days. Now the 20, by the 20 we for all lock all donations. So we want to see how much we can able for. And interestingly, the 29 now we had the channel in your birthday. And just after that one day, the producer for I call the program Colres in Baden at the 21. And then me Baden at the 24th, Sembe Pierre, and then on the 6th of January na Bible in your birthday. So we actually the time for is 5,000 for just we. No more. Just we. Not ask any question. When we want for his money for person, we say for person. But this is for just we. We raise 5,000. We don't work 3 years. The channel is 3 years. This
payback time.
December
Gifts.
the 20. So that 5,000 it is. 5,000. Yeah. So we get a target for each 5,000. We already don't go some amount. So one for Tankuna, we don't already give, and Una we don't promise. We appreciate Una as well. We know say a lot of people and they want for do them donations. So let me see how much people want for donate.
Well, Fambulem now in that, so the door open right now for the donations them. As we tell you, we not get long time on this donation because we did do them for target something. The birthday cake. From now to the 20th, we dey close everything until they don't be the 8th. So you don't appreciate you want show love to we. Try and come and do something. So we simply feel the love way you get for we. So far so good. We just want to tell we family members in Facebook and YouTube plenty thank you as we all don't come and discuss issues them we very important for we had. Now so we dey continue for do them until we able to get a country where me and you want forget for compare them to any other country them way. We dey see some flyover them. We dey see some powerful skyscrapers them. We need them. We deserve to get them and we get all what it takes for get them kind countries and they just because we find ourselves among people that will lie, selfish and wicked. We pray, God, they lead we to we dream, not to then lie money at their own dream. Until we meet again tomorrow in another beautiful edition.
So quick one, and the possible sing for with that birthday song. Actually, though, it get accident then 2 days here. One for which and speedy recovery. 91 boy picking. That's that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, one for which a speedy recovery. Yeah. So yes, and all the best. We can left now with the song we actually get Nayaso. We now the song we then do for we for this birthday, and this person interestingly not well right now because he gets accident. We pray that God heal him fast. Well, my name is Pierre, the Freedom Fighter. Until we meet again inside another beautiful edition of your program where we call Riyadh. I want to say God bless you all. And this post here, we sing this song in him, Hallelujah 91, Big Boy Picking, and unfortunately, he gets accident in 2 days there. So one for which and speedy recovery.
Amen.
Thank you for where you don't call, thank you for where you like, thank you for your share, thank you for your watch. Thank you for where you will subscribe. Yeah, you will not subscribe, and thank you for your follow me. Until we meet again one more time, God bless we country Sierra Leone, where we call we are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Don't forget for joining me 9 a.m. salon time for the program Cool Rest. We out.
This song come up from Madam Sidra to Aminata Kamara from the United States of America. It is dedicated this song to one of the biggest organizations in the world, WIAD. Yeah, made a crack on the mix. 91 Big Boy Pekin.
H never tap it above. Daily base 091. Yellow flag TVs.
Hallelujah.
Come on. We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promote the nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they part tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah, they know they pan no tribalism.
This now we hard, duck and now we land, so we all and fine. This now we hard, duck and now we land, so we all and fine. Who know they back kapu, we had no mixed bag bamu. We know they back kapu, we had no mixed bag bamu. Go tell the brother, sister, them say, we are don't come
we are now we are.
Tell her for me, say, we are don't come
we are now we are. We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promote the nation. They know they mix our politics. They know they part tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they pan no tribalism.
Big respect to the one who will make WIAD team up strong one. especially to you, my Bure Kablai from the north, and to you, Shenge Pierre from the south. And me, Amina, happy birthday in advance to you, my Bure Kablai from the north. You celebrate your birthday January. Happy birthday in advance to you, Shenge Pierre from the south. You celebrate your birthday December. This organization, the 3 years, December 2022. We dey tell members them all over the world, thank you. Yeah.
We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promote the nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they part tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they part no tribalism. Let me tell you, wait till we are done do for me. They no change life inside the world country. Number one, they be the poor. They build outreach for the affected members and the flooding. Number two, they pay school fees. But you find the way them people them involved alone disaster. The people them, we are not come for help everybody in this country. They know they for politics, neither tribalism. We are the organization.